Hello and welcome to episode 26 of Steins Gate. Where we last left off, we discovered finally the true origin of John Titor. And turns out, it was Suzuha. Big surprise. I knew there was something fishy about her, but I didn't necessarily expect that. I thought it could have been Kirisu, but surprises for everyone. Also, just as a heads up, I am planning on finishing Steins Gate before I continue my gacha videos or my manga videos. And then it should give me enough time to catch up, just because there's a lot to do in life sometimes, and I can at least focus on this and get ahead, do a decent job with these, versus something I want to take a little bit more time. So thank you for understanding in advance, and let me know down below what you guys want to see next from that as well. But with that out of the way, man, it's been so long I can't even remember the support thing I said. If you want to help out this channel and support it, please like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. There we go, I figured it out. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump into it. We're still on chapter 6, almost at 30 hours.
セルンはエシュロンのネットワークを利用して世界規模でタイムマシンについての情報を収集してるの。
And also to really explain, so what that means is normally I've been able to record for about 5 hours a week for Steins Gate, and then kind of willy-nilly working on other stuff. But now I'm gonna at least record 10 hours in a week and be able to edit it all, and then start spacing it out a little bit more so I have more time to work on stuff I want to do. I also got minced up with my throat, so we'll see how well that works. And of course, staying hydrated. And they're each still going to try to be around an hour long. For anyone who sticks around for all these little rants, I appreciate you. And it means a lot, so thank you. And I remember I kind of... Oh, it won't have a backlog. That makes sense. Because I was getting too tired, but we're basically explaining the process of how the lifters work and how time travel and what time travel theory is actually kind of legit, at least to her knowledge and everything like that. As an expert on conspiracies, I understand the implications and they terrify me. No one else seems to get what Suzuha was saying though.
セルンはさ、自分たち以外のタイムトラベル研究についてエシュロンで常にアンテナを張って監視してるんだよ。
For example, an email that appeared to have come from the future. Also, we're still on the same day where Mayuri is supposed to die, but then we learned all this information, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens here.
だから捉えられた最初のメールデータをセルンのコンピューターから消去しなきゃ。
Oh.
そうすればセルンは君たちには気づかない。タイムマシンが2034年に完成することもなくなる。それどころかタイムマシンの研究そのものが頓挫するかも。
All because of one email, huh? In other words, deleting that data will take us to the attractor field where CERN doesn't build a time machine.
でもセルンのデータベースはハックしたけど、それっぽいデータはなかったような。
Then that must mean it's where the IBN5100s are.
IBN5100.
Oh my gosh.
おお。
すごい。
そうか。IBN5100 で構築されていたあのデータベースか。
And that's why they're trying to collect them all so no one else has the power to do that, kind of like a failsafe, I guess.
あの中にきっとエシュロンから集めたデータが蓄積されてる。
So that's what it is.
誰よ。なぜもっと早く IBN5100 を使わなかったのだ。
いや、使わなかったのだとか言われても、そもそも持ってないし。
何を言っている。俺が手に入れてきたではないか。
はい。
Oh right, that was on a different world line. On this world line, I never found the IBN5100.
私の役割はさ、君たちに IBN5100 を託すことなんだよ。
持っているのか。
Suzuha shakes her head.
1975年に行って手に入れる。
Also, whatever this like background music is called is, I think, just like really good peak background music. It really does remind me of oh, what is it called? Breakcore. In a lot of ways, like I'm sure with some heavy drums, it'd be some even better music. 1975, the year the IBN5100 went to the market. I know because the John Titor in 2000 said that was his mission. Was that John Titor Suzuha too? Anyway, if Suzuha can get us an IBN5100, then we can leave this attractor field and jump to a beta world line, where CERN never finds us and their time machine is never completed. Mayuri won't have to die, well at least in this timeline. Where we won't care about it.
鈴葉には今すぐにでも1975年に飛んでもらおう。
そうしたいのは山々なんだけど。
Suzuha bows her head apologetically. I look at her burnt hand. She's hiding it from Mayuri and Daru, but I can see the blood staining my handkerchief. It hurts to look at. Maybe we should get her to a doctor.
タイムマシンは壊れているんだったな。
直せないの？無理。私は父さんが作ったものに乗ってきただけだから。仕組みそのものはマニュアルを完璧に暗記してるけど。
That doesn't mean she knows how to repair it, and there's no guarantee that a time machine from 2036 can be repaired with today's technology.
タイムリープマシンで遡るのは天音さんのタイムマシンが壊れる前へ。
Or maybe we can go even before that, and we don't even have to involve her.
っていうか、タイムリープマシン使う気なん？実験しないってことでファイナルアンサーじゃなかった？
I still haven't told Daru about my time leaping. There's no time to explain.
場合によっては使う。それで鈴葉よ、いつ壊れたかわかるか？
きっとこの前の深夜に降った雨だよ。マシンの中水浸しになってたから密閉されてるはずなのに。
あんだけ派手にビルに激突してんだし、その時に穴でも開いたんじゃね？
あれは激突したんじゃないよ。座標計算にわずかな誤差があったせいであそこに出現しちゃっただけ。あのマシンって結構不安定なんだよね。
それで雨が降ったのは何日だった？
Well, wouldn't you just look at your phone?
他の朝、夜明け前には降っていた。
The time leap machine can only cover 48 hours in a single leap. And the time leap machine was completed today, the 13th at 2 p.m. That means we can't go further back than 2 p.m. on the 11th.
ダメだ。タイムリープマシンじゃ届かない。
I thought we had a glimmer of hope.
直す努力はしてみるべきだと思うわけだが。
そうだよ。タイムマシンならね、時間はあんまり関係ないもん。
Kurusu Suzuha and I say nothing. We know. In less than 2 hours, Mayuri will die. It's already 5:30 p.m. There's barely enough time to sneak into the Radikan, let alone fix Suzuha's time machine. Maybe I should leave now to 2 p.m. on the 11th, then we'll have 2 full days to fix the machine.
みんな、小腹が空いただろう。空いたはずだ。
いきなりなんぞ？
マユシは腹ペコです。
Oh, so we're gonna jump without telling anybody. As expected from a glutton. I take a 10,000 yen bill out of my wallet. Wow.
マユリ、ダル、買い出しに行ってきてくれ。それを食べながら改めて対策を練ろうではないか。わ
あ、オカリ、こんな大金どうするの？
That's a lot of chicken number 1.
これで買ってこいと言っているのだ。釣りはいらんというより全部使い切ってこい。
平然と1万円もおごってみせる。さすがオカリン。僕たちにできないことをやってのける。そこにしびれる、憧れる。
Mayuri and Daru leave in high spirits. I knew the 10,000 yen bill would work.
クリスティーナ、それにタイターよ。
タイターって私のこと？
他に誰がいる？
なんでいきなり呼び方変わんの？
タイターの中の人だからだ。
そうだけどさ。
Call you John, I guess.
無駄よ。岡部がまともに名前を呼ぶことなんてめったにないから。諦めて。
そういえば私もバイト選手とかって妙な呼ばれ方しかされてなかった。
二人とも聞け。俺は11日の14時にタイムリープする。そこでタイターから改めて今の説明をしてもらう。その上で今のこの時間13日17時までにタイムマシンを修理する。
当てはあるの？
今から2時間
It's kind of the only plan.
という程度だ。直せなければ何度でも2日間を繰り返せばいい。
ごめん。
タイターよ、お前には必ず IBN5100 を手に入れてもらわなければならない。これはお前のためでも未来のためでもない。あくまでマユリを助けるためのミッションであることを忘れるな。
I guess straight to the point.
独善的だと言いたければ言えばいい。だが俺は誰の指図も受ける気はない。
Kurusu and Suzuha give me an encouraging nod in agreement.
よし、作戦開始だ。
作戦名は言わないのか？
Who the hell cares about that now? This isn't a game. Mary's life hangs in the balance.
北欧神話でいいネーミング候補が見つからなかった？
なんで北欧神話？
深い意味はないと思う。あえて言うなら中二病患者はゲルマン系ネーミングが大好きだからってところじゃない？
Because they sound cool.
そういえば私がいたレジスタンスでも作戦名はほとんどゲルマン系のネーミングだったな。なんでって聞いたらこれは伝統だとかなんとか言われた。
26年後にも中二病患者っているんだな。
Well, no, I'm a renowned terrorist.
くだらない会話をしているな。
Mary's life hangs in the balance. There's no time for this nonsense. Kurusu sets up the time leap machine while Suzuha goes to turn on the 42-inch CRT. Long before Mary returns, I leap. I guess not yet. A little early. There we go. So now we can't screw up because there's no time leap machine. Suzuha just kills us because we find her out. When I come to, I'm standing with my phone in hand. While I wait for the ringing in my ears to subside, I check the date and time on my phone screen. August 11th, 2:21 p.m. Alright, now I have 2 more days. As a matter of fact, I leapt twice, first to 2 p.m. on the 13th when the machine was completed. From there, I leapt an additional 48 hours to 2 p.m. on the 11th. It was my first consecutive leap, but it seems to have gone well. I immediately head downstairs to see Suzuha. I'm relieved to see that her hand isn't burned. When I explain the situation, Suzuha races to the Radikan to confirm my story. After she realizes that I'm telling the truth, I take her back to the lab and have her repeat the explanation she gave us before I time-leapt. We come to the conclusion that all we can do right now is try our best to repair Suzuha's time machine.
じゃあ早速見に行ってみるべき。
Daru is unusually enthusiastic. I guess Suzuha's talk of attractor fields and divergence and correcting history mistakes got his blood pumping.
ちょっと待って待って。
Mary stops us as we're about to leave the lab.
ねえねえ、みんなもう一つ忘れてるよ。
もう一つなんぞ？
An operation name.
すずさんのお父さんは今はどこにいるの？
Oh, alright. I thought Suzuha was lying about that, but then what was she emotional about? But when I turn to her, she looks away.
父さんのことはどうでもいいでしょ？
Alright, I did some timey-wimey stuff, had to take out the dogs, I'm back. Okay. That doesn't matter now, does it?
どうでもよくないよ。それにタイムマシンを直すのに時間かかるんでしょ？だったらその間マユシーはすずさんのお父さんを探そうかなと思って。どう？
That is sweet.
しかし
When I show reluctancy, Mary puffs out her cheeks.
ああ、オカリンってばダメなんだよ。約束はね、ち ちゃんと守らなきゃ。
What promise?
この前約束したでしょ。すずさんのお父さんはみんなで探そうって。
That's right. We convinced her to stay by promising her to help look for her father.
そうだったな。
A promise is a promise.
すずさんがここに来たのはね、使命とかもあるけど、やっぱりお父さんに会いたかったからかなって思って。
What if it's our daughter, you know?
マユシーは会わせてあげたいです。
If Mary feels that strongly about it, there's no way I can refuse.
椎名まゆり、君っていい子だね。
Suzuha sniffles.
その通りだよ。この町に来れば会えると思ったの。父さんはさ、2010年に秋葉原にいたことは分かってるんだ。
本当にいるのか？
いるよ。失礼だな。この時代ならきっとまだ若くてかっこいいね。
名前はバレルタイターだったか？
うん、そう。
Oh, that's legit his name. Okay.
外国人さん？うん、多分日本人。バレルタイターはレジスタンス時代のコードネームだから、今の2010年の時点だとまだそう名乗ってないと思う。
So that's why Suzuha called herself John Theater.
父さんの本名はさ、私知らない。だ、実の息子。
That's a bad time to pause. Suzuha looks like she's about to cry for an instant, but she quickly covers it with a bitter smile.
教えてくれなかったし、聞かせてもらう前に死んじゃったから。
That's too bad. Hearing that, I realized how hellish the world she came from must be.
ではアモネという名はどこから？
母さんのせいだよ。
つまり手がかりはなし。
手がかり。あ、そういえば。
Suzuha claps her hands together and starts patting her pockets. A few seconds later, she reaches out into one and pulls out.
ピンバッジ？
I've seen Suzuha fiddling with it before. It's just a regular pin, the kind you stick on your hat or bag.
なんか書いてあるよ。
It reads OSHM blank 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 A 7010.
これ父さんの形見なんだよね。
形見？
What could it mean?
ググってみろ。
Dora runs a search but gets only incomprehensible foreign sights.
父さんは秋葉原周辺にいたらしいからさ、海外のサイトは抜きにして考えていいと思う。
日本語で OK ってことか。
He narrows the search down to Japanese sites. But even then, none of the results look relevant.
全然わかんねえ。
でもこれはきっとヒントになるよ。
With Suzuha's permission, I take a picture of the pin.
というわけで、すずさんのお父さん探しに賛成の人。
I want to argue that there's no time for that, but Mayuri's right. When she says that the time machine won't be ready for a while, I guess there's no harm in letting her have her way. After all, there's no point in running, not even with 2 days head start. Even if I dragged Mayuri to the ends of the earth, we wouldn't be able to escape her death. I know that now.
反対はしない。
おかりんありがとう。
Dara raises his hand in agreement. So does Kirisu. It's decided. We'll help Suzuha find her father.
みんな、サンキュー。
Also, weird time to add it. I was supposed to add it in the beginning, but I finally caught up to all the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War arc. It's pretty good. Definitely same old Bleach, same old storyline, same old people get powered up, people die, people get powered up again, etc. But also with some cool things that wrap everything up if you're a fan of the series 10 years ago, or explains it just that little bit more, and it's tying up all these loose ends, which is really nice. So yeah, I'm all up to date as of 10/20/2025. Very excited to see the finish, or the finale, which I guess is in 2026 now.
でも私はあくまで1975年へ行くことを優先したい。それが父さんの意思だったからさ。ってなわけでタイムマシン修理のめどが立ったら父さんを探すのは諦めるってことでどうかな。
Well, then what are we supposed to do once we reach that timeline? I guess just be normal or continue our experiments? I really don't know.
それでいいの？そんだけ探して見つかんないならさ、つまり会える運命になかったってことだと思うし。
It's a relief to hear Suzuha say that.
でどうやって探すん？
ピンバッジしかヒントはないのだ。これを元にするしかないだろう。餅は餅屋とも言うし、マニアなショップを当たってみるか。
マニアなショップって？
秋葉にはマニア御用達のアンダーグラウンドなショップが数多くあるだろう。
It's hard to sneak into the Radican in the daytime. There isn't a crowd out front like before, but pedestrian traffic remains constant. It takes us about 30 minutes to find a way in. Kurisu is back at the lab working on the time leap machine. It needs to be completed by 2 p.m. on the 13th. If she's late, it could affect my ability to time leap, which would lower my chances of saving Mayuri. Speaking of Mayuri, she wandered off somewhere in search of Suzuha's father.
どうだ?
I call out to Daru, who's examining the flooded satellite, the time machine, while Suzuha and I keep a lookout. The hatch seemingly only opens and closes when a person whose fingerprints were preemptively registered. Suzuha in this case touches it. Daru crawls out of the machine. He's covered in sweat and his breath is heavy, and his breathing is heavy. We quickly help pull his huge body out. The time machine is completely visible from the street. Sorry, just texting someone real quick. I know, very unprofessional, but it's for a worthy cause. If someone were to see us up here, they might report us to the police. Oh, snap. There we go. It's been 2 weeks since the satellite appeared, but Akiba still has tourists who just come to see it. We need to take care not to be noticed.
この中むちゃくちゃ暑い件について蒸し風呂ってレベルじゃねえぞ。この炎天下でマシンの中にいたら干物になるねマジで。ちなみにこの
So where was she staying all this time then?
して下に落ちたりしないよな。
The time machine is balanced cautiously on the ledge, but the police have hooked up support wires, so Daru probably has nothing to worry about.
治りそう？
いやまだ確証はないけど、でもさちょっと触ってみて気づいたんだよね。これってなんか電話レンジと似てるかもって。
じゃあ直せる可能性もあるんだな。
いやだから確証はないって、もうちょっと調べないと。
誰よ、スーパーハッカーよ。全てはお前の腕にかかっていると言っていい。
No pressure.
作ったスーパーハッカー。お前は2036年においてタイムマシンの母マキセ・クリスに代わり人々から崇め奉られることになるだろう。
ハッカーじゃなくてハッカーって言えっつってんだろう。
とにかく2日で何とかしてくれ、ダル。
I placed my hand on Daru's shoulder and looked straight into his eyes.
お前だけが頼りなんだ。
自信はないよ。そもそもなんで2日なん？
それは
Because that's when Mayuri will die, but I can't say that.
2日後がさ、リング得意点を作るのに一番いい気象条件なんだよ。 それを逃すとあと1年は次のチャンスがないわけ。
Nice excuse, Suzuha.
そうだ、そういうことだ。
2日で直せとか無茶言うなっつーの。
ならばそんなお前にフェイリスと1日デートできる権利をやる。やってくれるな。
いいですとも。
We'll go into a timeline where you two are together. Great, now I just need to figure out how I'm going to convince Ferris. Okay, OSHM A7010. I have no idea. We're searching for something with the same cryptic logo as the mysterious pin. Honestly, I didn't think it would be this difficult. Akiba has plenty of niche stores, but they're all for electronic goods and PC parts. There aren't many selling accessories like Suzuha's pin. We checked every one we could find, but come up empty-handed. None of the store employees have any idea where it came from either. We even checked some shady stores in nearby neighborhoods like Kanda, Uno, Asakusa, still nothing. Suzuha and I returned to the lab with heavy hearts.
おかえり。
Kusu emerges from the development room to greet us. She's alone.
その顔じゃ成果はなしか。
ダルは
戻ってない。暗くなったし直接帰ったんじゃない？
It's too dark to work at the Radicon now. We can't use lights because that would be too conspicuous to the people below. Mary isn't around. Is she making any progress in the search for Suzuha's father?
なんか悪いね。こんなことしてる場合じゃないのにさ。
お前のためではない。すべてはマユリを助けるためだ。
I start up Daru's computer and search the net for communities of people who collect unique pins. I'll investigate tomorrow based on the information I find. There's a pin collecting group on a site called Free Para where everyone shows off their collection. I post there asking for information. That's actually a humongously great idea. Sleeping on the couch when a loud alarm rings in my ears.
セルンの襲撃。
Nope. I jump up and see Kirsu and Suzuha. Kirsu is holding her phone. That's the source of the sound.
Good morning.
Oh. Her sour expression says it's not good at all. I wish she'd put herself in my shoes and see what it's like to be woken up suddenly like that. I checked the time on my phone. It's just before 7 a.m.
起こしてくれたのか。助かる。
別にモーニングコールしたわけじゃない。
岡部倫太郎に見てほしいものがあってさ、起こしてもらったの。
Oh? I realized that there's a strange object sitting on the table in front of me.
これは？
ダイバージェンスメーター。
Oh.
今、私たちがいるこの世界線がどこなのかを数値で表すことができるんだよ。
So it's by 0.33, roughly, almost 0.34. And she was talking about 0.57 before or something like that, maybe even 0.54.
私がもともといた2036年の世界線を 0% とした数値だから、あくまで相対的なものなんだけどさ。
作ったのか？
ううん、2036年から持ってきた。
うん。これはニキシー缶だな。いいセンスだ。未来ガジェット9号に認定したいぐらいだ。
これ一体どういう仕組みなの？世界線の数値化なんて可能とは思えない。
Suzuha shrugs. Well, I don't know. We did it. We reached the 30-hour mark. Chapter 6. They said it was around 30 to 40 hours. We'll see. I don't know either.
わからない。
これ作ったの誰か知ってる？
How should I know?
君だよ。岡部倫太郎。
No way.
は？
君が作った。確か今から11年後ぐらいに君の持ってる特殊な力を応用させたらしいよ。
Reading Steiner.
そうなのか。
このメーターがあれば 岡部以外でも世界線の変動を確認できる、そういうことか。
違う違う。多分ここに表示されてる数値が変化してもそれに気づけるのは岡部倫太郎。
Interesting. So what's the point of making it then?
それじゃあ意味ないじゃない。もっとまともなもの作りなさいよ岡部。
I ignore Kirisu's complaints and look at the meter again. This is something I made. 15 years have passed since I completed it. 11 years will pass before I complete it. It's a strange feeling.
これの仕組みは作った本人しか知らない。だから知りたかったら11年待つしかないかな。そうすれば自分で答えを見つけられるはずだから。
未来で俺と会ったのか？
She did say I was an infamous terrorist in 2036. For some reason, Suzuha's expression darkens momentarily.
一度もないよ。
そうか。で、このメーターを今ここで俺に見せた意味は？
メーターの数値が 1% を超えた時、君はベータ世界線にたどり着いたことになる。
Oh.
1%。
So they're got 70 or 67% left.
椎名真由里は助けられるっていうこと。
I stare at the glowing red numbers. They don't budge. Just another 0.6%. It seems so easy. But there are 6 digits after that decimal point and no tens place. What does that mean? Something tells me it won't be easy as it looks.
これは君にあげる。どうせ私が持ってても意味ないしね。有意義に使ってよ。
Okay. Based on recommendations from the BBS thread, I spend the morning visiting stores in Akiba. My destinations run the gamut for otaku stores packed with anime goods to souvenir shops full of Olympic memorabilia. I even visit a few that specialize in locally manufactured goods. But although I hit just about every kind of store that could be considered niche, I am unable to find anything that resembles Suzuha's pin. Maybe I should go all the way to Ikebukuro or Nakano. I start heading back to the lab, but just then a street vendor catches my eye. The storekeeper is a foreigner covered in tattoos. The table next to him is covered with accessories and other fashion items. This is the first time I've seen such a stylish street stand in Akiba. Most vendors just sell random junk. It's not like I have anything to lose, so I walk over and check out the selection. Among the various accessories, I see a number of metal pins. What a coincidence. Could he have a pin like Suzuha's? I don't see the OSHM logo on any of the displayed accessories, but I better just ask to be sure. He's a foreigner, so maybe I should use English? Our eyes meet. His eyes are bright and blue as the sky. I quickly look away. Darn, he must think I'm a coward. Better get this over with.
Hey, Master! I am Mad Scientist. So cool! Son of a bitch!
Yep, this is one of the only things I know about Steins Gate is this scene right here.
Hi, 何ですか?
Oh, thank goodness. He smiles a wide, toothy smile, nice teeth, and answers in Japanese. I was hoping for more of a reaction.
ちょっと聞きたいことがある。
I take the photocopy of Suzuha's pin out of my pocket.
これに見覚えが？
The man stares at it for a while, then shrugs and shakes his head in the exaggerated manner typical of Westerners.
これの出所が知りたい。調べることはできないか？
思い出し。Sorry. ちょっと難しいですね。
What is he saying?
By the way, これはどこで手に入れたものなんですか？
それを知りたい。報酬は出す。
ごめんなさ
He
い。
apologizes in broken Japanese. It looks like this is another dead end. Just in case, I give him my contact information and ask him to get in touch if he finds out anything. Then I turn to leave.
岡部倫太郎。
Oh. Suzuha is standing a short distance away. She's holding a drink. It's my favorite, Dr. Pete. No, wait, that's a cola.
Please. 飲む？
I accept the offer and quench my thirst while leaning on the roadside fence. Last time I saw her, Suzuha was on her way to Kanada to continue the search. How long has she been standing here?
成果は？
なし。それよりさ、 さっきの英語何？なんかバカっぽかった。そうクールって。この
So cool.
ああいう英語が標準なの？
You know what? It's probably.
そんなわけあるか。
そうなんだ。じゃあ岡部倫太郎オリジナルか。私の生まれた時代にはさ、海外旅行なんてなかったからよくわかんないんだよね。
海外旅行がない？行ったことがないではなく。
そう、旅行なんて娯楽はなかったな。渡航許可はめったに下りなかったし、だから外国人を見たのはこの時代に来てから。
That must be a little loopy. So in the future, no one is allowed to leave Japan? Japan was like that a few centuries ago too, when the Tokugawa shogunate closed the country to the west. It sounded like CERN set international relations back hundreds of years. Perhaps that's why there's no war in Suzuha's time. It's hard for conflicts to emerge when races and cultures can't interact. It sounds kind of like a prison with invisible walls, administered by CERN and the Committee of 300. I mean, ending war is obviously a good thing, but... Anyway, there's no point thinking about the distant future now. We need to come up with a new plan. The sunlight beats on my head, making it hard to think. I feel like I'm standing in a sauna. Why does the sun hate me so? Shining in the center of the sky like it owns the darn place. Darn it, why can't we find any information on that pin? I suppose it's no skin off my back if we don't find Suzuha's father. As long as Daru fixes the time machine, nothing else matters. So why do I feel so bad about my lack of progress? I really don't know. Maybe I'm just frustrated by my own powerlessness. I can't save Mayuri. I can't fix Suzuha's time machine. I can't even help Kirisu with the time leap machine upgrade. So what am I good for? The only thing I can do is help Suzuha find her father.
もしかして近年中に作られるピンバッジなんだろうか。まだできていないとか。
Suzuha stretches, then looks at me with a calm smile.
やっぱさ、父さんとは会えない運命なんだって。こんだけ探してもないんだから、もう無理無理、全然無理だね。
I feel a surge of anger at her words. Here I am, stewing in self-loathing, and she acts like it doesn't matter.
諦めるのか。まだあと1日残っているぞ。
何怒ってんの？
みんなお前のためを思って頑張っているのだと分かっているのか。俺だってマユリを助けることを何より優先したいんだ。それでもお前はラボメンであり仲間だ。その仲間が困っているから助けたい。そんなマユリの気持ちを汲んでこうして探しているのに、お前が真っ先に諦めてどうする。
Oof.
怒鳴んないでよ。
あまり俺を萎えさせるな。
Kind of a good pep talk. I tell myself to calm down. This is just my own feelings of impotence boiling over. There's no time for this.
悪かったよ。でも君さ、言い方が上から目線すぎると思うよ。
I realize that we have an audience. Some pedestrians are grinning at us like they think we're a big green couple or something. I take a deep breath.
言い過ぎたのなら謝る。
It's too awkward to make eye contact, so I look around pretending to think.
さてこれからどうするか。
I wonder how the other lab members are progressing. I'm especially concerned about Daru. Depending on the situation, he might need some relief. He's been working in the heat for hours, so we should bring him something cold to drink. And then there's Mayuri. She's been working alone, trying to find some information on Suzuha's father. If I close my eyes, I can still recall her deaths in every detail. I resist the urge to pound my head against the wall. Although we still have over 24 hours before that happens, I can't help but worry about leaving her alone. But currently all I can do is search for that pin. We decided to try Ikebukuro as our last stop for today. It would be nice to visit home, but I don't have the time, and besides, Suzuha's with me. Our search turns up nothing. As the evening wears on without a single lead, Suzuha and I grow quieter and quieter. We're exhausted from walking, and we can't shake the feeling that all our efforts are futile. This isn't good.
そういえば
I try stirring up conversation. I should get her to talk about the future. After all, she is a time traveler. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. I remember how shocked Kurusu was to learn that she only lives to be 44. And I was told that I became a terrorist.
2036年では俺は本当に有名なのか？
テロリストとしてね。
そうか。それで俺は一体どんなテロ行為を？
セルンに反逆したの。君はさ、私が所属してたレジスタンスの設立メンバーの一人だったんだよ。
That's kind of cool.
お父さんと同じくね。
I found the resistance. I guess it makes sense given what we're going through now. Suzuha is from the future of this timeline where Mayuri is doomed to die, and where CERN kidnaps Kurusu and forces her to build a time machine. In a future like that, how could I not rebel against CERN? Rebelling against the dark powers that control the world from the shadows, destroying the ruling structure of the world, creating a new age of chaos. Were those always my ambitions as a mad scientist?
くだらない。
くだらない？
マユリを助けることもできず、のうのうと生き続けた挙句に、そんな中二病みたいな真似をしているなんてな。
世界に自由を取り戻そうとする勇敢で立派な志だと思うけど。
Suzuha is a part of the resistance I formed. Does that mean she's my subordinate in the future?
俺はどんな男だった？
Suzuha's expression darkens.
だから私は会ったことないって言ったでしょ。
そうだったか。
うん。君はさ、セルンに殺されたの。
Oh.
2025年に。
Oh. I did not last very long at all. I was killed by the same people who killed Mayuri. They had no reservations about murdering an innocent girl. I doubt they would hesitate to kill a terrorist.
もっと早く教えとくべきだったかも。わかるでしょ？未来を変えないとさ、君はあと15年で死んじゃうんだ。椎名真由里も助からない。君も助からない。牧瀬クリスは
No pressure.
に協力させられてる。ラボメンはみんな不幸になってるんだ。
Well, what about Daru?
ダルは？
彼の名前は聞いたことないな。ウィザード級ハッカーの伝説っていうのはちらっと聞いたことがあるけどね。
Oh my gosh.
そもそもウィザード級ってどういう意味なのかすら知らないけど。
Wizard class. I coined that term. I can imagine Daru slowly insinuating himself into every corner of the internet until he becomes a godlike virtual presence that not even CERN can comprehend.
とにかくさ、君たちだけを見ればこんな未来ってないよね。だからなおさら私が IBN5100 を手に入れてきて未来を変えなきゃって思ってる。この時代に来るまでは君たちは遠い存在だったけど、今では仲間だしさ、なんとかしたいんだ。
助かる。
How sweet.
お前はこれからも永遠にラボメンだ。
サンキュー。
You got mail. Are you sure I can finish the time leap machine in a day? We still haven't found our lifter substitute, remember? I can't complete the upgrade without it. I already told Kirsi that I was confident in her ability to complete the machine on time. But it occurs to me that I forgot to tell her about the 42-inch CRT. Our lifter is the 42-inch CRT downstairs. The electrical discharge phenomenon occurs when it's turned on, so don't worry about it, just finish the upgrade. There, that should do it. I sent a reply and decided to keep searching for the pin with Suzuha just a bit longer. Time is quickly running out. Is there anything more that we can do? It's early evening, but the roof of the Radican is still hotter than hell. When I provide Daru with the refreshing gift of Dr. P, a frown appears on his sweaty face.
ここはキンキンに冷えたカロリーゼロのコーラだろう。常識的に考えて。
I forgot he's a cola guy. No sense letting it go to waste. I drink the Dr. P myself. Daru and Suzuha start discussing the time machine. Mayuri and I watch from a short distance away.
ねえねえオカリー、 あの人工衛星がタイムマシンだったなんてびっくりしたね。
ああ、そうだな。
I thought that Teeter's time machine was a car in a 1970 Chevy. It never even occurred to me to suspect the satellite. I should have known better than to take anything for granted. In retrospect, the satellite was suspicious from the start. Not only had it appeared out of nowhere, but Teeter only started posting online after it showed up. I'm disappointed in myself for not realizing the connection.
ビルに突き刺さっちゃってるけど、すずさんが無事でよかったね。
I doubt it was anything like a crash. It probably just appeared there, displacing the wall, which then collapsed around it. After all, the time machine isn't self-propelled, it doesn't fly.
あれって操作がとっても難しいんだって。
I guess she heard that from Suzuha.
重力うんたらかんたら装置の座標がちょっとでもずれるとね、タイムマシンごとゼリーマンになっちゃってプルンプルンかなんだそうです。しかもね、あのタイムマシンってセルン製じゃないからあんまり安定してないって。1975年に行く時が心配だな。二人乗りだったらね、一緒に行ってあげられたのにね。
お前が一緒に行ってどうするのだ。
決まってるよ。すずさんの手をギューって握ってね。大丈夫、マユシーが一緒だから大丈夫だよって。
I mean, that's pretty sweet.
あげるの。
Something tells me that won't be much help.
ねえねえオカリ、あのタイムマシンって名前はついてるのかな。
名前か。
That's the least of what I want to know about the time machine. Time permitting, I'd like to spend a whole day picking Suzuha's brain. I'm pretty sure John Teeter's time machine had a model number, but that John Teeter from 2000 might not have been the same Suzuha. There was no John Teeter in 2000 on this world line after all. Although I suppose it's possible that Suzuha will drop by 2000 after traveling to 1975.
気になるならタイターに直接聞けばいい。
そうだね、マユシうっかりしてたよ。
Mary giggles, then runs off to talk to Suzuha. She comes back quickly.
名前あった。
Oh?
どんな名前だったんだ。
FG204 なんとかなんとかだって。
FG 2000 or 204? Something something?
っていうかね、ダルくんとすずさんって結構お似合いだと思わない？
はあ？
Mary's jumping all over the place today. I look at Daru and Suzuha again.
お似合いか？ダルはそもそもフェイリス萌えなのだぞ。
あ、そっか。そうなのかな。
She tilts her head to the side. Good grief. Mary and I aren't of any use. I would prefer to lead Daru and Suzuha to it and resume the search for Suzuha's father, but Mary seems happy just sitting there. Or here, we don't have any leads on the pin or its owner. Maybe 2 days just aren't enough. No, that's quitter talk. Like I told Suzuha, I don't want to give up. Besides, even if we don't get the information we need this time, I can use the time leap machine to repeat these 2 days until we do.
そういえばマユリ、コス作りはどうした？
There's only a few more days until Kami. Ma, I remember Mary pulling several all-nighters to get her costumes done. Has that changed?
あのね、もう2着はできてるよ。楓ちゃんとふぶきちゃんの分。
I think this Fubuki-chan is evil.
3着目はルカ子に来てもらうためのものだったか。
そうなんだけどね、ルカちゃんが説得できなかったから今回は諦めたの。ねえねえ、マユシーもタイムマシンもっとよく見てきていいかな。
ダルたちの邪魔はするなよ。
Mary beams happily, then runs over to the time machine. She's acting like this is a field trip. Behind her, the sun glows dark and orange on the horizon. It's quite a view from up here. After a few minutes watching the sunset in silence, I realized that Suzuha is standing beside me. She must have come over as Mayuri left. Our shadows are long and murky in the fading light.
橋田至ってすごいね。タイムマシンさ、突貫工事とはいえうまくすると明日には直せるかもって。
You know what? Maybe they are a couple.
ダルの実力は折り紙付きだ。
見た目は不摂生そうで冴えない感じなのにね。
見た目で判断するな。
考えを改める。あのさ、今言わないと機会を永遠に逃しちゃいそうだから言うけど。
なんだ、大げさだな。
私さ、君たちには本当に感謝してるんだ。
That's sweet.
初めてこの時代に来た時、私の知ってる人は誰もいなくて、戦ってばっかりだった私の時代とは全然違ってて、この時代の方が
Well, she got lucky with the job she got.
平和なのにさ、なんだか私にとってはすごく怖かった。でもさ、今こうして自分の全てを晒せる友達、仲間ができた。私が生まれる前に生きていた人たちと出会えて、私のためなんかにみんな頑張ってくれてる。それってとっても奇妙で、だけどとっても嬉しいんだよね。その気持ちは本当だから。
Suzuha's tone is wistful. Why? I try to speak, but she continues before I can.
この時代に来ることができて、君たちと同じ時間を過ごせて、私本当に楽しかった。っていうか、君たちみんな揃いも揃って我が強くて、癖があっていろいろと濃すぎて、最初はなんだこいつらなんて思ってたけどさ。
She's threatening to beat us up when we first met.
いつの間にか君たちといる時間が楽しくなってたよ。2036年はさ、とっても平和で喧嘩すら起きないんだ。知ってた？
知るわけがない。俺は2036年まで生きていないからな。
そっか、ごめん。とにかくさ、喧嘩すら起きない。およそ争いって名のつくものはミクロなものからマクロなものまで全部消えちゃった。その代わりみんな死んだ魚みたいな目をしてた。
Oh.
誰も覇気がなくて、歩く足はズリズリってすり足で。
That's pretty sad.
笑いはするけど怒ったり悲しんだりはしなくて、個性なんて
They're like
持っ
zombies.
てなかった。みんなロボットみたいだった。この前君が私にすごく怒ったでしょ。あの時さ、すごくびっくりして、すごくショックだったんだけど、同時にすごく嬉しくなったんだよ。
変なやつだな。
確かに。
Suzuha looks at the time machine door and Mayuri are standing next to it, talking cheerfully about something or another.
君のラボに出入りしてるみんなは生き生きしててすごく眩しい。椎名真由里も橋田至も牧瀬クリスも、それに君も。
何をバカな。
There's nothing enviable about me. I'm worthless. I can't even save Mayuri. Or read,
み
apparently.
んなみたいになりたいって思ったよ。
俺からすればお前こそすごいと思うぞ。
そう言ってもらえると嬉しいかも。こうして頑張れてるのも君たちと会えたおかげ。 ほんのちょっとでもラボメンの一員になれてよかった。
Then she smiles, a soft, sad smile that tears at my heart. What does it mean?
ほんのちょっとの間でも君たちと一緒にいられてよかった。
Well, now she has to go home.
鈴葉？
岡部倫太郎、きっと未来を変えてね。今みたいな自由な世界に変えて。
おい、どうしたんだ？なぜそんなに感傷的なのだ？
Does she not want to go to 1975? But I mean, she's got a time machine, so she can't just come back afterward? Even as I think about it, I realize how wrong I am. Of course. When Suzuha completes her mission and brings us the IBN5100, the world line will change. The future will be rewritten and the 2036 she knows will cease to exist. To hear her describe it, the future is an awful place, but even so, it was her home. She has friends there, I'm sure, comrades in arms, and memories of her father, Barrel Teeter. Once the future changes, all that will be lost to her forever. No wonder she's getting sentimental.
タイムマシンが治ったらまた盛大に宴会を開こう。
サンキュー。
And yet, she's still smiling that sorrowful smile. Afterward, I hit the street again in search of the pin. And with that being said, this is a good spot to end it for the night. I know it's a little bit early, because I'm guessing this is going to be around 57 or 58 minutes long, which is a-okay. But yeah, we'll have to stay tuned for next time and figure out what happens next. So if you like videos like this and want to see more, please like, comment, and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. And as always, thank you for watching. I've been Boog the Goob. May God bless you, and peace.